Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead Pater with you. I am going crazy in the kitchen and I thought I'd take you along for the journey. This could turn out horrific, it could turn out it could turn out killer awesome. So we're going to do this. I'm going to try to make, and there's all types of versions of these online and whatever, of these casseroles. We have all of these ingredients on hand, a lot of them, so I thought I would test one because frankly, if you can whip up a casserole, it's really awesome. It makes for an easy meal. And Christmas morning, that's what I'm looking for, right, moms? Wink, wink, wink. So I make monkey toes on Christmas morning, but we always like to have biscuits and gravy or some type of side thing. Well, I'm going to try this. So this is my sausage, our own homegrown pork. I can't tell you how good this stuff is, okay? I'm really serious, and it's very, very lean, which is wonderful. So all I've done is taken a pound of it, a whole pack, and I'm just frying it up. You know, I'm not going crazy with it, but I'm browning it and frying it up. I'm adding some mushrooms to it because that was a request by my husband and my oldest son. So I thought, well, that sounds good. So what I'm going to do is just let these saute together. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like this idea right here? So this is going to be really simple. Then what I'm going to do is bake. I'm going to preheat my oven. I'm going to do it at 400 because my other casseroles when I'm cooking on my messy stove here, I usually do either 375 to 400. So we'll just get that cooking up here and we'll get the oven heating up and we'll get the other items rocking and rolling. And again, I'm just playing it by ear. When you start learning basic recipes and basic casseroles, you can start using the same techniques or ideas. All you gotta do is change up the ingredients. All right, that's what Mama did. Let's go. All right, so you hear a little bzzz in the background. That's my dishwasher. Mama's got to have some clean dishes, so let's go. Right here, because I live on the wild side with my Vidalia Chop Wizard, I've had this thing probably 10 years. I'm about to wear it out. I broke the edge right there, so it's kind of wonky, but it gets the job done. I'll get one in due time. Come on now. So I've just taken some peppers that I had in the fridge because I want to use them up. So we're going to make them chopped up, and we're going to put them over here with the mushrooms. Made Mr. Marlowe a small green smoothie. Come on now, open up. And he's going to take his wild salmon oil. Started taking that. So he's not a big fish eater. I know. I'm like, your wife loves to go fishing. I want a bass boat. No kidding. Grew up going fishing on bass boats. So I love to fish. Anyway, so I'm going to slap this. I slapped them, chopped them. I'm going to put them over here with the sausage. Let's see how that's going to turn out. Stop it. Look at that. I'm going to tell you, I know you've seen it on several videos, and it's the hardest thing to do in some cases, which is, of course, raising your own pork. Pigs can be tricky. It can be dangerous, but I'm going to tell you what, you just cannot beat the meat. I can't describe it. That's what we're really going to have a lot of in the next couple of weeks over the holidays. A lot of my Christmas presents are going to be pork, sausage, bacon, and everybody is just loving it. So that turned out really great for us this year. So, okay, so all I'm doing is letting this simmer, cook, saute. Woo-woo. All right, that is smelling incredible. I wish there was a little button like right there. You could hit it and you could smell what's going on. Wouldn't that be awesome? Maybe we'll get there one day. Just to let you know, your cheese scene was filmed by the tripod of the extra ending block of medium cheddar Piggly Wiggly cheese. That's how we roll. Alright guys, so I have my cheddar cheese. You can use whatever cheese you like. Shredded up right there. Boom. I'm going to be cracking some eggs. I'm thinking I'm going to go with about 8. Maybe you could get away with less. Maybe I need more. We're going to find out. So I'm going to plop those in there and I'm going to add a little bit of milk just to fluff them up. Then, so my shells are going to go in here. Then I'm going to make my Bisquick. Yep, I've told you before, Christmas time, I allow myself 2 cheats. Bisquick, and Crisco, because it makes great icing. But so anyway, so that's coming up. So I'm using this stuff up. So we're going to play with this. I also have shredded hash browns. I grabbed some at Walmart, so I wouldn't, just to try this out and see if I like it. We have a ton of potatoes, but I thought, I'll just grab this real quick. So I've also got this. I may only use half a bag, not the whole bag. So again, I'm playing it by ear. Let's get crack-a-lackin' on the eggs. All right, guys, so I grabbed the Bisquick. Remember that big old thing I've been using for my sausage balls and whatever? So we're going to use it up. I'm going to use about a cup. Might need a little bit more, might need a little bit less. Hey, we're going to find out. The Bisquick. Plop it on in there. I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to add about a cup of milk. Just a 1-to-1 ratio, and see how that turns out. All right, guys, so all I'm going to do is I sprayed my 9x13, and I'm going to go ahead and put in my hash browns. I'm going to do that first. Let's try half the bag. Let's see half the bag here, and just do a nice, even, flat little deal here, okay? Pretty good. So that's a 26-ounce bag, so about half. Maybe I'll do just a little bit more, because, you know, we like taters. Okay, so we'll put a little bit more in there. So we're going to make this our base, okay? Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to put my sausage right on top of this. It looks delicious, so let's get that next. Okay, this has been turned off. See how this turned out? By the way, I'm cooking all of this. It's hot, though. Look at that. This has been simmering and cooking and sauteing all up. This is the sausage, peppers, and mushrooms. You could add onions if you want or whatever. No spices, no salt. Doesn't need it. Has great flavor. In the Lodge... not the cast iron skillet, but the carbon steel. Remember those large carbon steels I've been telling you about? This is the 12-inch carbon steel. I'll put a link down below because I'm telling you, these are just a magical moment. I was going to bake the whole thing in here. You could do that. If you made a smaller portion if you wanted to. Be great in one of these. You can bake it right in the oven, but this is going to be a big casserole, so I didn't want it to spill over. So we're going to put it in a 9x13. Let's get it over there. All right, so easy peasy. I'm gonna do the cheese. Ooh, there's a big piece. Not looking awesome. Then we're gonna take our eggs that had just a little bit of milk in it. You can add spices, you can add anything you want. We're going to pour this on here. Let's see if this is enough. Now I'm going to place the Bisquick with the milk. See if we can spread that out just a little bit. Probably need a little bit more on this end. But you know what? We're not going to fret, are we? Nope. Okay, we're going to put it in the oven. I'm going to try for around 400 for about 25 minutes maybe. And we'll find out, won't we? Let's go. Okay. So I got to looking at it right before I was putting in the oven, and I decided to add a little bit more topping. So let's adjust it. I'm thinking we probably would. Let's adjust it to at least, if you're going to keep it at a 1-to-1 ratio, so if you use 1 cup milk, you use 1 cup Bisquick. So what I've done is I've upped it to about a 1.5 cup of Bisquick to 1.5 cup milk. Basically what I'm saying is I've gone back and added a hair more. So, because I want it to cover, because this is really chunky, okay? So, you might even want to think about just going 2 cups Bisquick, 2 cups milk. Okay, let's see how that turns out. So you had a little bit of a adjustment here, but hey, that's how we learn, right? That's what we do. All right, guys, 25 minutes at 400. We're going to see if that was enough time. It's awfully hot. Looks good. Let's see how it turned out. All right, guys, so here's what we did. We took it out at the 25-minute mark, and I did not think that it was done. So I put it back in for an extra 20 minutes. I'm going to tell you right now, 40 to 45 minutes at 400, okay? So you definitely want to check your internal temperature, which anytime you're working with eggs, like a quiche, casserole, you want to be at a minimum of 160, 165. We got up to 170. Plus my pork was pre-cooked. You saw all that. So all of this in here, let me show you. Nice thick layers. So we've cut 2 pieces. It's turned out fantastic. If you want to add some spices or some herbs and different things to it, change it up. But always be aware of your temperature and, you know, all of that. Again, we baked it at 400, and I would push 45 minutes if you could. Okay, nice and firm and crispy. So time to cut another piece. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Hope you're having a great holiday season. Don't be afraid. Honestly, guys, I thought I was going to fail on this. Burn it to learn it was about to happen. So you just have to stop. Sometimes you have to just, you know, stop, collaborate, and listen. And then you have to go back. I'm doing vanilla ice for you. And just readjust. So I thought, you know, let's try another 20 minutes or so and see how it turns out. Let's just keep working with it. You know, maybe next time I'm going to have to cook it at a certain temperature and then bring it down. A lot of times when you're working with dishes like this, they'll start with a much lower temp, like 350, and then do it for so long, and then they'll, you know, take covers off or put covers on depending on what you're doing, and then bake it again. I wanted to go for a one-time bake, so, and see how that worked out if everything was preset before. So, all right, looks like it's turned out pretty good. We got the temperature we wanted. Y'all take care out there, and thanks for watching.